The stealing thing, well, you clearly would let Quaddy go and not worry about it unless you pulled off some kind of a cutoff situation, right? Be interesting in a 1-0 game is Kredovic's going to try to do that. And again, you got the number 9 hitter, so that is a batting order situation that speaks to you possibly doing that, right?
Correct. Yes. And maybe, leaning not doing it either, because if he ends up getting out, you're got your top of the order to lead off the 6th.
That's not a bad deal.
Right.
All right. Well, let me tell you that for a limited time, Royal Credit Union is offering $250 for new checking accounts, so you can get the perks you need, plus an extra bonus for making the switch. Opening an account is easy. Visit any Royal Credit Union office or go to rcu.org. No minimum balance required to obtain bonus. Hurry and do it, though. Offer ends 5/31/25, insured by NCUA. All right. Do we have a pinch hitter?
We have a courtesy or a pinch runner that just went in at 3rd.
Okay.
Interesting. Time.
Yeah.
to do
so
that.
they're going to, right. That would, again, speak to a possibility of that. Instead of Solberg, we don't have a number. It is going to be Severine, who is the hitter, Regan Severine, who is the center fielder, the junior. But a pinch runner, you say, at 3rd. Well,
yep.
They don't think to tell the broadcasters. But anyhow, we're not in the press box today. So
looks like number 9.
Number 9. All right. And we'll get that for you. And it is Jordan Rice, a senior. Called strike. So now settling in is Brasina with strike 1 to Severine, who we struck out last time up. So runners at the corners, 2 outs. There have been 2 outs with this scenario of a single and a walk. Only the 2nd walk of the day for Brasina. Strike 2. So golfing at that one was Severine, and 2 strikes now to the center fielder, the junior center fielder, Regan Severine. No balls and 2 strikes, so Brasina comfortably out in front. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, and the pitch. Strike 3, got him, and the Cards get out of the jam. So New Richmond strands 2 in the middle of 5. It's Chahai 1 and New Richmond nothing. You're listening to Cardinal Baseball on WOGO Sports.
There are many reasons to open a smart checking account at Royal Credit Union, including no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and a $250 bonus. Getting your $250 is easy. Open your account by May 31st, receive 2 payroll direct deposits of $200 or more, and you'll get a $250 bonus. See details and open your account today at rcu.org/checking bonus. No minimum balance required to obtain bonus. Offer ends 5/31/25. Insured by NCUA.
Is your shopping a bit boring?
Paper or plastic?
Then come to Bargain City's Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Bargain City's ever-changing inventory. Big your savings could be. Name brand apparel, home goods, furniture, even new scratch and dent appliances with warranty. Bargain City Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Your shopping adventure awaits.
We're having a blast here at New Richmond Citizen Field. Hope you're having fun listening. Coach Mitch Steinmetz walking to the third base coach's box, bottom of 5, but Brasina did it again. Runners at the corners, but basically I think on 3 pitches strikes out Severine. How about it?
Yep, that was a really big at-bat there. I did see New Richmond's coach look like he was a little disappointed in the runner at first on that last pitch. It looks like he was supposed to maybe try to draw a pickoff and get in a rundown.
Okay. And there's a swinging strike by Gavin Thompson. So it's Thompson, Garrett, and Atkinson, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for the Cards. Bottom of 5. Nice to get some insurance here.
Yes, it would be. Gavin
called strike 2.
Hitting .409 on the season coming into today. You know, he's been really hitting the ball well too these last 3 weeks.
So now I would just ask you respectfully, but wow, above 400 in the 7 spot seems like he could maybe be higher up as he strikes out to start the inning, and that's the 8th strikeout. And let me just say, this is the 2nd time in the game that Aiden Eckert, making his case for Pitcher of the Year in the conference, had 4 straight strikeouts. He did 4, 5, 6, and 7 hitters in 1 and 2, and now he struck out the side last inning. He strikes out Thompson, so pretty impressive by Eckert. 8 strikeouts. Off-speed pitch called for a strike to Garrett's. But again, I guess Thompson gives you some juice in that bottom part of the lineup a little bit. So.
It does, and with baseball sometimes you get different pitches in different spots.
Yeah.
So being
ball misses 1-1.
In the bottom of the lineup, sometimes you get a little bit more fastballs, and that helps. Instead of having your 3-hitter gets a lot of curveballs and stuff like that. So
1-1 pitch to Garrett's. And this is grounded second base side and gloved over there. Throw it over to first. In time for the outs is Luke Quaddy to Max Kredovics for the second out. Score at 4-3, and it brings up Landon Atkinson. Landon, the catcher in the 9 spot, grounded out also to second.
Number 2, Landon
Atkinson. I don't know that we have not had any balls to short today for New Richmond.
We have not.
Or to third. I mean, so you've got this left-handed pitcher who's got a bunch of strikeouts and some ground balls to, and there's a called strike. And I'm going to say this, hear me now. The Cardinals are fortunate they have a run. I mean, they earned it, but they got a single aided by an error on the right fielder, and then the RBI single by Erickson. And otherwise, it's a 0-0 game. And there's a base hit for Landon Atkinson, so great to see that single for the Cardinals catcher.
Courtesy for the catcher, number 8.
All right, and so we will have a pinch runner for Landon, and that'll be number 8, actually. Jackson Martin is going to be the pinch runner. Senior.
We'll see if we can get 2 hits in a row here again. And
Hey, we got 2, let's go.
But would you agree with what I said? I mean, that the Cardinals, they've certainly earned it, but fortunate at the same time.
Yep, very fortunate.
It happened with 2 outs.
Yep, and you put a runner on second and get that clutch hit again off a really good pitcher. So
there's a strike to a looking Brady Smith, who singled and scored last time, scored the only run of the game for Chippewa. And the RBI by Erickson. 2 outs again here in this inning. And he looks at another strike. So Eckert has thrown, it'd be interesting to see the breakdown, but he's thrown a lot of strikes today. And he has not had, he hasn't walked anybody. He really hasn't been close.
No, he's done a good job of, first pitch strikes, which is really big.
But somebody might be tempted to say, well, if he's going to throw so many strikes, wouldn't it be easier to hit? No, it hasn't been. And there he gets the strikeout on Smith to end the inning. Cards strand 1. As we head to the 6th, Chai still leading New Richmond 1-0 on the road here on WOGO Sports. This is Cardinal Baseball.
Stuck on ideas for summer fun? Looking for a place that keeps the whole family entertained? We've got the solution. Metropolis Resort in Eau Claire. Dive into Chaos Water Park with water slides, a lazy river, and splash zones for the little ones. Plus, the fun never stops at Action City. Entertain everyone with go-karts, trampolines, mini golf, and more. See you all summer long at Metropolis Resort, where the fun never stops.
Metropolis Resort. MetropolisResort.com.
Whether it's in education, business, or athletics, being part of a team is something truly special. This is Jamie Liebrandt, Market President at Northwestern Bank, and every day our team is here for you, for your family, your business, and your community. At Northwestern Bank, you'll find all the technology and services of big banks, but in a personal setting that shows that people are what we value most. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
All right, we head to the top of the 6th inning, and we've got a pitching change. Ryan Dixon, the sophomore, another sophomore pitcher for the Cards. What about him?
Yeah, Ryan's done a really good job with his opportunities on the mound here this last couple weeks too. He didn't get a chance early in the season, but he's made the most of his opportunities. He's got a good fastball and a nice curveball with a lot of movement.
All right, and so we switch from the lefty to the righty. Always good to kind of throw the guys off balance with that a little bit, right?
Yeah, change it up a little bit, and again, 2 completely different pitchers. Velocity-wise, fastballs are probably not too far off, but Ryan's got a little bit more of a slow breaking ball
Up for the Tigers, number 6.
to help keep those guys off balance.
Okay, so to the 6th, the top of the order now. So Kredovics, Driscoll, and Terrace. This makes a lot of sense, right? Because they've seen Brasina twice already. Why not give him a new look?
Yep, Yep, and a lot of full counts, so not sure where his pitch count is at, but I'm
Yeah.
guessing he was probably approaching 80 already.
Yeah,
So
I think so. We had, you're right, a lot of those full counts. All right, so the left-handed hitting Kretovics is flown out to center and struck out in 2 trips. Off-speed pitch for strike 1, so Ryan Dixon gets it going. Cardinals got to feel good about their future with these young sophomore hurlers, right?
yeah, for sure. The pitching staff next year should be really solid.
Ryan Dixon. First time I've had a chance to see Ryan this season that I can recall. No ball and 1 strike to Kretovics, the leadoff hitter. And this one hit high in the air. Is it going to be playable? And lost sight of it. All right, out of place. So 0-2 now ahead of Kretovics. Livia Weight Control Center in Eau Claire is the trusted leader in weight loss with doctor-recommended personalized weight loss and nutrition plans. Our own Caleb Swenson lost 55 pounds in less than 3 months and has kept it off for well over a year. That's the thing, a lot of times you hear about these weight loss plans like, I lost all this weight. Well, a year later, did you keep it off? And 2 years later, And so Livia will help you do just that. And this one hit high in the air again and foul ball. So, again, Livia has the best pricing on GLP-1 weight loss medications. Mention WOGO Sports to save 50% on your personalized weight loss and nutrition plan. Livia Weight Control Center in Eau Claire. Ryan Dixon, sophomore right-hander, ahead 0-2 to the left-handed hitting pitcher, and there's base hit up the middle for Kretovics, and he's aboard. Well, he was out in front of him, but 0-2 saw something too fat and juicy there.
Yep, got a little too much of the plate on that 0-2 pitch, and he was able to do a good job of staying back on it.
That's got to be, I know you were a shortstop, Chad, and not a pitcher, but and I don't know if you pitched some.
Nope.
Okay. But that's got to be one of the harder things to learn is when you're ahead like that, how do you handle success, right? To give yourself more success. Like, how do I throw something, but I don't want you to hit it? I mean, not a hittable ball. So there's a bunt attempt going to be laid down here by Driscoll, and it's going to go, and tough play at first. Safe at first base, so runners are at first and second and nobody out for New Richmond to start the top half of the 6th inning as Driscoll bunts on. And maybe Dixon waited too long to pick that one up.
That was a really, really good bunt, and it was one of those down the line where, the first baseman, if he comes and gets it, I don't know if Ryan's able to get to first to cover. So.
Yeah. Well, it was a tough play, and so now runners at first and second, nobody out. Biggest jam of the game. There was a situation with 2 runners earlier, but biggest jam of the game, and now Atkinson will go. Am I remembering correctly? Now as I look at the scorebook, maybe there wasn't. I mean, basically, it's been pretty clean. It was pretty clean. I guess, you'd go back to the 5th inning. They had 2 runners on.
Yep, they had the first and third with 2 outs to end the inning last inning.
So,
otherwise, that's been it.
Gavin Terrace now, the third baseman, is another one of those many seniors on this squad. And Terrace from the right side, he has struck out and grounded out to second. But again, the Cardinals with a 1-0 lead. It's getting late. Still need 6 outs. Ryan Dixon out of the bullpen. Looks at a called strike, 0-1 now. All right, so 0-1, top half of the 6th. Big jam for Ryan Dixon, the righty, in relief of the southpaw, Sam Brasina, who through 5 innings able to shut out New Richmond, but some challenges here in the 6th with nobody out. Top of the order, and Eckert on, and this is base hit again to left field. It's going to load up the bases as the Cardinals' Hagman gets it in, and they're all loaded up for their cleanup hitter, Aiden Eckert. And this is playing out exactly as New Richmond would want. The idea of a cleanup hitter is to clean up guys on base, and the bases are loaded.
Yep, and he had a hit his last time up.
Right.
Obviously, he's a really good pitcher, and it looks like he swings the bat pretty well, too. So a little tough situation here.
Yeah. And so all we're asking Ryan to do is throw a double play.
Yep. Yeah, piece of cake.
Yeah. Hey, the catcher walks out and just says, all right, so just throw your double play pitch here.
It looks like we got the Cardinals have the infield in.
Yeah. Bases loaded to the left-handed hitting Eckert. Looks at the ball high, 1-0. No place to put him. If you walk him, it ties the game. So Dixon, in his young life, this would be one of the more pressure situations he's faced as a varsity pitcher. late in the season. Cardinals trying to 6-4 in the conference, chasing the 7-3 New Richmond Tigers. Hudson atop at 8-3. 1-0 pitch is high, 2-0. So a little bit high here to Eckert. With Scribner, I'm going to say this cautiously, you could disagree, but walking him might not be the worst thing. It ties the game, but you get a sense that Eckert's maybe more dangerous than some of the other guys.
Yeah, I would say he would be. I wish we had at least an out.
Yeah. So the 2-0 pitch. And this one slugged to right field. It's a base hit. 1 run is in. And now he'll get it into the infield, and they'll let it come all the way in. And the runners, it's a 1-1 game. So again, that's 4 singles in a row off of Dixon.
Number 2, Bennett Scribner.
And at least getting the different look doesn't seem to be working so much in the Cardinals' favor.
It does not. It looks like New Richmond was hoping for a different look, and they're capitalizing right now.
Now, for the Cardinals, they could actually, and I'm sure Brasina, we don't know how many pitches left. So it's kind of, what I'm saying is you can bring a pitcher back into a game, but.
Right, yeah.
I'm saying that's probably not going to happen. But
no, and at this point, a young arm like that, once he's done, he's...
Yeah. So again, it's a 1-1 game now, and we have Scribner, the catcher, who has flown out to right and struck out in his 2 trips. Dixon trying to get out of this. You got to force out at every base. Holds his glove high, the pitch. There's a ball, misses 1-0.
Come on, 2, here we go.
Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages, residential, commercial, or industrial. Choose quality propane and fuels when you need propane for your home or business. Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers and community. QualityPropaneandFuels.com. 1 ball and no strikes to Scribner, the catcher. And this one in the air, catchable. Shallow outfield, and it's going to go. Fair ball down the right field line. Run scores. It's a single. They get it in. Bases loaded again. So it was into the shallow outfield, chasing out their boy Beer. They couldn't get it. 5th straight, 2-1.
That's a tough one because the infield was in. If we're playing regular depth, that's it for Brecken or Lucas making the angle on that. But infield in on the grass, that was just a well-placed hit.
5 straight singles now for New Richmond, and it brings up Max Dirks, the left fielder who has struck out and popped out to second. And this one's going to slam it foul down the left field line, but again, it had the contact of extra base contact.
It did. That would have been a double down the line. It's a good thing that hooked foul.
Yeah. Your shopping adventure awaits at Bargain City Superstore. New items added every day with amazing deals on furniture, appliances, home goods, clothing, and so much more. Name brands at fraction of retail price. The pitch from Dixon, off-speed pitch, knocked foul ball down the third base line as the count goes 0-2 to Dirks. Bargain City Superstore next to Micon Cinemas in Chippewa Falls, and now they're in Rice Lake and Eau Claire.
Battle like you can. Come on, 1.
All right, so Dirks in the hole. Earlier in the inning, Kredovic's got a hit on 0-2 to start things off. The 5 straight singles here for New Richmond. The 0-2 pitch from Ryan. Ball high, 1-2. Well, it was a better 0-2 pitch, though.
Yes, yeah, you talk about competitive misses for pitchers, right?
Right.
We don't want to just throw a ball belt high down the middle on 0-2, so try to pick a spot and make a hitter chase or set up another pitch.
We'll talk more about that in a moment. 1 ball, the sophomore trying to get an out. Right now, just trying to get an out. Bases are loaded, and time is called. But I think, if the more dominant a pitcher you are, maybe the more you might just say, you know what, I dare you, right? But there's a ball high, 2-2.
Yeah, for sure.
But in general, obviously at high school level, you're like, hey, I'm 0-2. I don't want to give you something hittable.
Yep, try to find a spot to make them chase, or you throw a pitch just to change the eye level and come back with a curveball after a high fastball, something like that.
But a lot of hitters probably thinking at 0-2, just trying to protect the plate. And this one, off-speed pitch, called strike 3, and that was a nice curveball by Dixon that time for the out. So he gets his first strikeout after Brasina had 6 strikeouts and 2 walks earlier. And brings up Alex Solberg. Well, strikeout huge there.
Yeah, that's a big out for Ryan.
again, right now, I mean, the most desired would be that you still had your lead or be tied. But hey, only down one is choice 3, right? So
Yep, only down 1, and so they're still in it. And obviously, we are the home team in this first game. So
yeah, hit those last ups. Alex Solberg now had an impressive piece of hitting last time, and this is a grounder, third base, and it's going to be thrown there, throw to home, and it hit the runner. It hit the runner, and the run scores. And then they try to throw to the plate, and another run scores. And so, oh my, it was a ground ball to third. Garrett's had a sure out, but in throwing it home, that's a tough one. What do you do there?
yeah, it's a tough play. On that short chopper, unfortunately, Briggs being a sophomore too probably hasn't had a lot of experience with that type of play.
Yeah.
But you want to try to give yourself an angle as you field it. So if you take one more step down the line and try to get it around the runner if you can. But
wow. So all of a sudden now it's runners at the corners and 2 runs scored on that. It hit the runner, and then obviously the ball scooted off. And so exactly what we were saying, you'd like them at 0, and then choice B was 1, choice C was 2. They're now at 4.
Yeah,
that's choice E.
Yeah, I think if you'd asked Coach Steinmetz, that wasn't an option that he wanted to see this inning, and
yet I would say a tough play because where that was right down the line.
Yep.
And so Brig almost thing, but it was a tough play, and the runner knows you're coming here. So
yeah, with the infield in, and that comes with experience too. I think you learn that you've got a little bit more time with that guy running down the line, so you can maybe
because all you have force out.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's been a tough inning. As there's that big 4 spot for New Richmond on the scoreboard in the top of the 6th.
And looks like we got a change here. Evan Weiler.
And Evan Weiler for the Cardinals, as Dixon went just 1/3 of an inning then officially. And Weiler is a junior left-hander. A lot of pitchers on this Cardinal team.
Yeah, I think we have 18 guys on the roster, and I'm pretty sure almost all of them can throw if need be. And, I think there's probably been about 8 thrown this year already.
Yeah. So what do you know about Evan Weiler?
We've got another lefty up here. So
yeah. And that seemed to be working earlier?
It did, so, we'll come back with that. He pitched on Saturday, actually started the game against Wausau West.
Okay.
And pitched really well against them as well. So
Luke Quaddy is the hitter. He's the second baseman. Luke the Duke Quaddy, they called him. So, all right. And Quaddy hitting from the right side against Weiler, the lefty. 4-1 New Richmond taking the lead here in the top half of the 6th, and he'll step out. So runners at the corners, first and third. Solberg and Scribner third. We'll see if, Scribner. There's a ball, misses 1-0. So officially, Dixon just went 1/3 of an inning after Brasina went 5. And obviously gave up the 4 runs. Responsible for the 2 base runners here. Back to the lefty. That lefty success earlier had shut out New Richmond. Now there's a ball in the dirt blocked by Atkinson. So the runners stay at the corners. So New Richmond single, and a strikeout, and then another, I'm going to call it a single. I mean, it's a fielder's choice.
Yeah,
hit the runner.
That's a tough play for Briggs.
Yeah. And catching that one, and the count going to 2-1 now to Quaddy, the right-handed hitter with only 1 out. Runners at the corners. Number 5, the second baseman. Quaddy, just the sophomore. One of a few underclassmen on the senior-laden team. And the ball in the dirt blocked by Atkinson again, and the count goes 3-1. Yeah, 11 seniors for New Richmond. They got more seniors than they could start even.
Yeah, it is a huge advantage.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter the sport. If you can trot out a lot more seniors than the other team, they got the experience.
Sun is out now, bright and strong at the moment. Fastball upstairs, and take your base, and the bases are loaded. So Weiler's first hitter gets a walk. Second walk for Quaddy. He walked last time against Brasina, and it loads the bases for Severine, and he had runners in the corners last time he came up last inning.
He did, and I think he struck out on 3 pitches.
He did, yeah. So we'll see if Weiler can work that magic again. 4-1 is just about enough runs to surrender here, so I'd love to get double play is what we're asking for. That's what we're ordering here. Is the ball high? It was only as easy as ordering a double burger. You just want to order a double play, that's all.
Yep. Infield is in again.
Yeah.
Everybody's up close.
1 ball, no strike. Weiler, again, the bottom of the order here. It gets tougher after this. The pitch. Called strike, low, 1-1. Seems to be a fairly called game today, I feel like, in terms of the strike zone.
Yeah, he's been pretty consistent with it.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's getting...
Yeah. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. And good cut by Severine, but 1-2 now with Max Kredovics on deck. And Kredovics had the initial single to start this whole mess.
On an 0-2 pitch.
Yeah, right. 1-2 now, though. The Cards down 4-1. Weiler, the pitch. Ball misses. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Only 1 out. And when you got the 9th hitter and there's only 1 out, you're not surprised to hear the bases are loaded and 4 runs are in. One of those innings. We'd like to get one of these for the Cards in the next couple. How about the next one? Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Severine goes down on strikes, and the first strikeout victim for Weiler. And it brings up Kredovics now. Bases loaded, and Kredovics has flown out to center, struck out, and singled. Scored the first run of the game. Earlier this inning, he is the 10th hitter. I will change my 6th inning becomes my 7th inning becomes my 6th inning here in the scorebook. All right. Which I bought at Chippewa Valley Sporting Goods, where you were.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. 1-0 to Kredovics now. Hitting from the left side. Lefty versus lefty here. In this sunshine-filled 6th inning. Hasn't been sunshine for the Cards in terms of the run production for New Richmond. Has smashed to right field, and it's another hit. Another single, and Gavin Thompson will get it in. The 2 runners will score, and it's 6-1 New Richmond. They're just doing everything right this inning.
Yep. Sometimes things snowball, and the game gets away from you a little bit here. And
yeah.
To New Richmond's credit, they've had some solid hits this inning too.
Right.
It's not like we've walked or committed errors. They've been earning them.
It's been a hitting clinic actually, and now Reagan Driscoll, the senior shortstop, who's got no action in the field today, but looking for some action at the plate here in this contest with 6-1. I won't even try to tell you what option that was. It's not A, B, or C, put it that way. But Cardinals in a big hole now, going to need a lot of runs here. Otherwise, there is game 2. It is a doubleheader. This is just the first of 2. Throw over to first. Runners at the corners still. This is the 11th batter in the inning. It's as many batters as they have seniors on this New Richmond team. As they look to go to 8-3 in the conference, drop the Cards to 6-5. But hey, Brady Smith to go for the Cards in game 2. And this one hit high in the air, and it is going to go out of play. So 1-1 now to Reagan Driscoll. Turn your dreams into reality with Stelter Incorporated, the highest quality and longest lasting concrete for 3 generations. Stelter Incorporated, always proud to support local sports. Visit StelterIncorporated.com. Boy, this is like a long nightmare, so you just want it to end.
It is. The runner was running on that last pitch as well.
Runner at third?
At first.
Okay, yeah. Ball misses. 2-1. 2-1 to Driscoll. He has walked, grounded out to first, and singled. So officially 1 for 2 on the day as Atkinson calls time, the catcher. Communicating to Evan Weiler, the junior left-hander for the Cards. 2-1 count. 6-1 is the score, actually. 2-1 count to Driscoll. From the right side, looking at the runner at first, the lefty pitches, called strike, 2-2. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Proud to support local athletics, Northwestern Bank. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs, ready to get out of this thing. New Richmond's already scored 6 runs like a cloud burst. Runners at the corners, the pitch, fouled, out of play. I thought I gave all the details to make that lead into the last out, but oh well.
Yeah, that's a good.
Not much control here.
No, unfortunately not for us over here. That was a good pitch. It fouled it off. Hopefully the Cardinals can get out of this here and try to regain a little bit of momentum when they go back in here and hit.
Yeah. 2-2 pitch. Weiler looks at a ball, 3-2. And the runner stealing the base.
Yeah, he was trying to get picked off and draw a throw. They were trying to steal one more run there, and we just didn't throw it down.
You know what kind of hospitality that is. Isn't 6-1 enough? Okay, 3-2 now. Just kidding. Reagan Driscoll now, the right-handed hitter, and he's going to ground one. Second base coming in on it. Logslett throw over to first. He's going to be in time for the out, but not before New Richmond scores 6. They strand 2 in the middle of 6. It's New Richmond 6, Chi-Hi 1 on WOGO Sports. This is Cardinal Baseball.
Simplify life, people are looking to their homes for more comfort and enjoyment. New home builders as well as remodelers are completing their bathroom projects in style with luxury shower doors from White City Glass. 3/8 or half-inch shower doors from White City Glass offer a quality that is evident, making shower time more relaxing any day of the week. Are you ready for luxury, style, and relaxation? Make the right choice for your shower doors. See White City Glass today.
Propane is energy efficient and affordable, and Quality Propane and Fuels has been the trusted propane supplier to northern Wisconsin since 1996. Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Trust the team at Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers and always looking to improve safety and efficiency, helping you cut energy costs. Payment programs available for any situation. Residential, commercial, or industrial, choose Quality Propane and Fuels. Call, stop by, or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
Mark Halverson, Chad Frederick on the call here on WOGO Sports. The Cardinals now trailing at New Richmond 6-1. Sam Aberly, our video producer on site. His sister Maddie Aberly back at our WOGO studio doing a great job as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Jared Erickson, Lucas Logslett, and Brecken Boivera. You said something, Chad, I want to pick up on in a second here. Ball in the dirt, and Erickson, you just said off the air that it'd be nice to get some runs, even if they don't win. And really, because, hey, you got game 2 coming up. Nice to raise your confidence a little. But it's going to be tough to do against Ecker.
It is going to be tough.
There's a grounder first base side and fielded over there by Kredovics, and he takes it unassisted for out number 1.
Yeah, you just want to get some momentum going for game 2 because, that inning was pretty deflating, and that's, even if you come back and it ends up being 6-3, 6-4, something like that, just to show a little bit of fight.
And now Stelrecht is the expected pitcher, a righty in the next game. So we'll see. Again, he's not Eckert, so you give yourself a better chance as there's a called strike against Logslett.
Yep, from what I've heard.
And the Cardinals come with Brady Smith, too.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yep, I like that.
Yeah.
Should be a good matchup.
0-2 now to Logslett. He's been one of the hotter hitters for the Cards, singled earlier, and then had a ground out to third with runners aboard. Very wide stance for Lucas as well. Off-speed pitch misses, 1-2.
Yeah, kind of doing the same thing Cole does. Get 2 strikes on you and then just really widen out and try to just stay short through the zone.
1-2 the pitch to Logslett in the dirt, 2-2. Thanks so much for joining us for this broadcast today, and it wouldn't be possible without our great sponsors like White City Glass. If you have a need for anything, glass, a new mirror, quality shower doors, a new windshield, call the glass leaders, call White City Glass. The pitch, fouled off again. And Logslett now with a very wide stance from lead foot to back foot, and time is called. What's the idea of the wider? You said deeper in the count you'll find guys widen it out. I mean, it is hitting people believe it gives you a better chance of contact?
Yeah, try to get a little bit more on time. So if you can eliminate
ball misses 3-2.
Eliminate the hitters that take that step on the on the pitch and on their swing. You just widen out so you don't step into the pitch at all, and you're just trying to be really quick through the zone.
Thought it was 3-2. Apparently, yeah, they didn't change it on the scoreboard. It is a ball 4, so take your base, take a base runner any way we can get it, and Logslett's aboard with that walk. and it brings up Brecken Boivier for the Cardinals. He has struck out trips.
First walk, I think, for Eckert today.
It is, you're right. We're starting to get to him. Now he's given up just the one run, too. So, and there's a called strike to Boivier.
And that's where those pitch count scoreboards come in handy,
Yeah.
because you don't know, is he at 70, is he at 80?
Right. Now that's really great to have, and I know they've got it. There's a called strike, too. They've got it at Carson, and they've got it at Gannon family at Casper, and so it's really nice to have. All right, 0-2 pitch now from Eckert. Off-speed pitch hit foul, and Boivier understandably was out in front of that one with Cole Perlberg on deck. Well, we've told you that for a limited time, Royal Credit Union is still offering $250 for new checking accounts, so you can get the perks you need plus an extra bonus. Ground ball to third. Throw over to first is going to be in time for the out. And Boivier grounds out 5-3. And Cole Perlberg coming up now. Yeah, they give you an extra bonus for making the switch. Start a new checking account, $250. They'll give you. Opening an account is easy at Royal Credit Union. Visiting any Royal Credit Union office, go to rcu.org. No minimum balance required to obtain bonus. Offer ends 5/31/25. That's right around the corner, insured by NCUA. So Perlberg now has struck out his first. Again, they've had some of these guys. You've had these 2 strikeout streaks of 4 outs twice in the first and second inning and in the fourth and fifth inning by Eckert. Yeah, he's making a pretty good. I mean, the River Falls pitcher is really good, too. I don't know what his numbers are. He's an excellent, obviously, going to Nebraska. So ball fouled off.
Yeah, and I think, I don't know how those coaches' meetings go when they decide all of that stuff, but, depending on where River Falls finishes in conference play and where, New Richmond does, maybe that sways, a couple coaches to vote for one kid over the other.
Off-speed pitch is going to be slugged out to right. Pretty good hit that time. And that one is caught out there by the right fielder, Alex Awney, but giving it a good tag was Cole Perlberg. Cards Strand 1 through 6, still trail New Richmond 6-1 on WOGO Sports. This is Cardinal Baseball.
Hey, it's Caleb for Livia Weight Control Center in Eau Claire. The team at Livia personalized a weight loss and nutrition program just for me, and I lost 55 pounds in less than 3 months, and I've kept it off for well over a year. Livia also has the best pricing on GLP-1 medications, and they offer Lipo B12 and NAD Plus as well. Right now, you can save 50% on Livia's award-winning nutrition program. Lose 20 pounds or more by summer. Visit Livia.com, call 855-GO-LIVIA, or stop in to Livia Weight Control Center in Eau Claire.
At Chippewa Valley Financial Services, they know that taxes and bookkeeping are a necessary part of life and business, but often on. With offices in Chippewa Falls and Eau Claire and a full staff of accountants, bookkeepers, and tax preparers, Chippewa Valley Financial Services stands ready to help businesses and individuals, taking away the burden and freeing up your time for what matters most. For taxes, accounting, and bookkeeping, there's only one name you need to know: Chippewa Valley Financial Services.
To the top of the 7th we go. Chi-Hi trailing 6-1. Cardinals played so well for so long today, but it just kind of got away from them with the 6 runs in the top half of the 6th inning here for their opponent, New Richmond. And now it's Gavin Taras, Aiden Eckert, and Bennett Scribner, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. And Taras will start things off. He struck out, grounded to second, and singled in his 3 trips. And again, Evan Weiler is the 3rd pitcher, and he smashes one to left field, and it's by the left fielder for the Cards. And it goes by Hagman, and it's going to be a stand-up double to start the inning for Taras. I was screened out. I don't know if you saw it at all, Chad.
Yeah, it looked like Hanks maybe just got a little bit of a late break on it, and then tried to kind of make a sliding, diving catch. That liner was kind of sinking pretty fast and just missed it.
So New Richmond, they're seeing the ball here. So Brady Smith going to have his work cut out because in game 2, because they seem to be seeing watermelons at the moment, as Weiler will face Eckert.
Yeah, it's amazing what a pitching change will do for hitters' confidence at the plate.
And this bunt attempt, and the ball was high, and but they say he kind of waved at it, so it's a strike one on Eckert.
Yep, looks like he did offer.
Kind of surprising to see they're up 6-1 to see your cleanup hitter in a bunting situation, but.
Yeah, I don't know if he was told to bunt or if Briggs was playing a little deep and he thought maybe he'd just try to sneak one down.
Ball high, 1-1 to Eckert. He has 2 singles in 3 trips, so he has helped his own cause for sure today. And didn't have any strikeouts last inning, but he's got a boatload of, I think, 8 strikeouts on the day. And this is ground ball between short and third, so it's in there, and that between the 5 and 6 spot, and runners at the corners and nobody out. And this is a continuation of the last inning, Chad.
Yeah, they're putting some really good swings on right now, and that unfortunately there's not a lot you can, for the Cardinals, not a lot you can do about it. They're just hitting the ball.
Yeah, and so the courtesy runner is Dane Lease again. He was thrown out earlier, trying to steal third on the ball that scooted away from the catcher Atkinson. And so Weiler now with nobody out. Again, you've got to think, I think Brady Smith you're going to figure is going to go a good long time for you in the next game. But in this game, you'd probably like to see Weiler finish it out here for sure. I mean, you're down 6-1.
Yeah, you'd like him to finish. And
yeah. So Weiler comes with the ball 1-0.
Game 2, if Brady runs into trouble, I think, Ryan obviously got hit pretty good. I don't, he could come back and pitch in game 2 if need be, but I would guess maybe Brecken or Carter.
But probably Brady's going to be looked at. I mean, I think they'll probably use his 100 pitches, So.
Yep, if they can, yep.
Yeah. And there's a ball, misses 2-0 to Scribner, the catcher, who has an RBI single, his last up because everybody was hitting in the last inning for New Richmond, the Tigers here at Citizens Field. Great history with this park. And ground ball to second. Logslett's got it. Throw over to first, but another run scores it 7-1. So 4-3 on the ground out, but the RBI for Scribner, scoring the runner from third. And now Dane Lease is at second, pinch running for Eckert. So 1 out at least. The Cardinals need 2 more. Max Dirks, the senior left fielder, a couple of strikeouts and a pop out, looking for his first hit of the day. And this one in the air on the infield. Logslett's under it for out number 2. So 2 are out for Alex Solberg, the sophomore DH, who singled his last time and scored. Actually, he singled his last 2 times. So 2 are out. It's a 7-1 New Richmond lead here on WOGO. The live video stream on the WOGO Sports YouTube channel and Facebook. Second game to follow. Sam Aberly, our video producer, and Maddie Aberly, our radio producer, back at our WOGO studio as the ball misses 1-0 to Solberg. So trying to get out of this thing. And then who knows? Still got 3 outs to work with. It's going to be kind of a Mount Everest of high school baseball challenges, though, against Eckert.
It'll be a tough task.
Yeah. And this one's going to be a solid shot by the diving Cole Perberg, and another run is going to come around third base, heading for home play at the plate. It's off the mark, 8-1. Runner advances, so a solid single for Solberg. And this kid's impressive. 3 hits here for the sophomore today.
Yeah, that was another well-struck ball that he's got. So, again, Sam did a great job shutting them down for 5 innings.
Yeah. And I think all the more when you see this, right?
Yeah.
You see that they can hit a lot, and now 8-1 is Solberg out to second base, and it brings in Quaddy, the sophomore second baseman. So 6 in the 6th and 2 in the 7th. Ball high from Weiler. Looking to get 1 more out, the junior lefty for Chippewa Falls. Check out the Metropolis Resort Smile Cam to catch in-game reactions. Hey, we're going to be here for a whole nother game. The ball high, misses 2-0. It's constant smiles in front of Metropolis Resort in Eau Claire with Action City, Chaos Water Park, and on-site dining and coffee. Book your adventure today at metropolisresort.com. We didn't mention the trampoline part of the place. I mean, they've got wonderful fun there to be had too, right?
They do. We've
Yeah, this one's smashed over the head of the shortstop, Perlberg, rounding third, and here comes a possible play at the plate. Throw there is going to be in time for the out. They got him. All right, there it is. The Cardinals execute that one, but not before New Richmond scores 2 more runs. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Chi-Hi down 8-1 on WOGO Sports. This is Cardinal Baseball.
Want to reach more local customers? Advertise on WOGO Sports.
Cardinals trailing 5-4. The pitch from Elstad. And this one, base hit to center. The Cardinals running to third, around third, and digging for home. Here comes the play at the plate, sliding center.
Wow.
Cardinals win! Cardinals win! Allie Geist delivers the huge hit.
Advertise in WOGO's broadcasts of local high school sports. Call us anytime or click on advertising at WOGO.com.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Toyson Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Toyson Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford.
To the bottom of the 7th we go. Mark Alberson, Chad Frederick, Chi-Hi. They led earlier, 1-0, but it's been New Richmond that's really done the damage the last 2 innings with 6 in the 6th and 2 in the 7th. And right now it's a 8-1 New Richmond lead as we head to the bottom of the 7th for the Cards. Their hopes rest on Braden Hegman, Gavin Thompson, and Brig Garrett's the 6, 7, and 8 hitters for Coach Mitch Steinmetz.
And now you're playing for a little bit of pride, just trying to, get right for the next game.
And strike 1 from Eckert. And again, you go, hey, we battled the arguably one of the top pitchers in the conference.
Yep.
For a good long time, and there's a solid shot to short for the out. But well-hit ball by Hagman, and that can speak well for Game 2.
Yeah, and obviously depending on what the lineup looks like for Game 2, if there's going to be any changes made and how that all works out. But, hitting is contagious, and obviously New Richmond proved that when they got 5 or 6 hits in a row, and hopefully we can do something like that too.
Gavin Thompson now with that average over 400 coming in. He'll square to bunt, and then a little chin music for him. Eckert said, all right, take that. 1-0. Now the thing about, I can't remember the name of the pitcher from River Falls that throws like 90 or faster.
Pankinen.
Yeah. And this one's tapped foul, but it's going to go into the field of play and gloved over there by Eckert. Throw over to first in time for the out. That's interesting because one of the things they are picking up on the play earlier at third that the Cards had was there too was a runner going down the line, but Eckert's a lefty, and you could tell he kind of threw it wide because recognizing the receiver can stretch. And again, it was just an unfortunate scenario that added to the problems of the 6th inning with the runner that was hit, because you could have had a force out. So.
Yep, and that could have got us out of the inning a lot earlier, too.
Right.
I mean, it changes how everything goes. Instead, they ended up scoring 2 runs on that play.
Yeah, it just kind of, when it rains, it pours, right?
Yes.
Was what that cliche refers to. So, all right, we head to the final out here for the Cardinals. Garrett's, and there's a called strike. When I say the final out, a pinch hitter, yes.
It's like Isaiah Hendricks.
And you are correct, sir. Isaiah Hendricks. All right, so Isaiah hitting for Garrett's. And when I say the last, I was just saying we're down to our final out is the more artful way of saying that.
Yes.
Not heading into. 1-1 to Hendricks, hitting from the right side. Strike to Isaiah. He's a Cardinals senior. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Isaiah. Higgin in place of the sophomore Garrett looks at a ball 2-2. Again, we got a whole nother game to go between innings. We're going to take once we wrap, we'll take a 3.5-minute break. We'll come back with highlights and conversation. And this is a smash to second base. Throw over to first is going to be in time for the outs at the line, but Quaddy takes care of business, score at 4-3. Our final score, New Richmond wins it 8-1 over Chi-Hi. We're back in 3.5 minutes with a recap, highlights, and more on WOGO Sports.
On a beautiful Thursday night.
Only the best. And the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated. Online at stelterincorporated.com.
The YMCA of the Chippewa Valley, now with 5 membership branches in Chippewa Falls, Eau Claire, and Menominee, a tennis center, a sports center, 2 early learning communities, and Camp Manitou. Join our community and discover your way of the Chippewa Valley. Visit ymca-cv.org or stop in for a tour at any of our convenient locations today. That's ymca-cv.org. See you at the Y.
There are many reasons to open a smart checking account at Royal Credit Union, including no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and a $250 bonus. Getting your $250 is easy. Open your account by May 31st, receive 2 payroll direct deposits of $200 or more, and you'll get a $250 bonus. See details and open your account today at rcu.org/checking bonus. No minimum balance required to obtain bonus. Offer ends 5/31/25. Insured by NCUA.
Is your shopping a bit boring?
Paper or plastic?
Then come to Bargain City Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Bargain City's ever-changing inventory means you never know just what you'll find or how big your savings could be. Name brand apparel, home goods, furniture, even new scratch and dent appliances with warranty. Bargain City Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Your shopping adventure awaits.
Stuck on ideas for summer fun? Looking for a place that keeps the whole family entertained? We've got the solution. Metropolis Resort in Eau Claire. Dive into Chaos Water Park with water slides, a lazy river, and splash zones for the little ones. Plus, the fun never stops at Action City. Entertain everyone with go-karts, trampolines, mini golf, and more. See you all summer long at Metropolis Resort, where the fun never stops.
Metropolis Resort, Metropolis.com.
Whether it's in education, business, or athletics, being part of a team is something truly special. This is Jamie Leibrandt, Market President at Northwestern Bank, and every day our team is here for you, for your family, your business, and your community. At Northwestern Bank, you'll find all the technology and services of big banks, but in a personal setting that shows that people are what we value most. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
Remember when you were a kid and broke that window? Remember how bad you felt when Mom and Dad found out? Mom made everything okay with hot cookies. Dad called White City Glass to fix it. That was years ago. When someone little you know breaks one of your windows, bake the cookies and call White City Glass. They're in the business of fixing broken glass of any kind. White City Glass, helping people of all ages since 1967.
Hey, it's Caleb for Livia Weight Control Center in Eau Claire. The team at Livia personalized a weight loss and nutrition program just for me, and I lost 55 pounds in less than 3 months and have kept it off for well over a year. Livia also has the best pricing on GLP-1 medications, and they offer Lipo B12 and NAD Plus as well. Right now, you can save 50% on Livia's award-winning nutrition program. Lose 20 pounds or more by summer. Visit Livia.com, call 855-GO-LIVIA, or stop in to Livia Weight Control Center in Eau Claire.
All right, Chai comes up on the short end, 8-1, losing that opener here on WOGO Sports. Mark Halverson, Chad Frederick stepping away to get some warmer clothing, which is smart. I think I saw Sam with a blanket here. Is that right? Yeah, okay. All right, so again, recapping that game, it was a pitcher's duel for a long stretch of it. And Sam Brasina, lots of reasons to be encouraged about the young lefty. He had the no-hitter earlier this year, and again, through 5 innings, the Cardinals led this game 1-0. But Brasina, we don't have the pitch count access here as we did other locations like at Casper, but through 5, again, today that Brasina had, 6 strikeouts and 2 walks. And if you look at even the winning pitcher, Eckert for New Richmond. He had 2 strikes of 4 consecutive strikeouts in the game, but after he got his 8th strikeout with the leadoff out in 9 strikeouts he had, 9 strikeouts, and the first and third outs of the 5th inning. But after that, everybody made contact the rest of the way. But again, we've said it many times in the broadcast, he's candidate for pitcher of the year in the conference, and 8-1, the Cards come up at the short end as New Richmond, top of the order, 6th inning. They just exploded for 6 runs. They had 5 straight singles, a strikeout, another single, a walk, and had even another single after that. And so they get 2 more insurance runs in the 7th, and they win it over the Cards by a final of 8-1. But we've got some highlights. Let's give them a listen here on WOGO Sports, on WOGO, Halle, Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls. Pitch. Looks at a ball in the dirt, 2-2. We are not treated to something they do for us at Gannon Family Field, which is, give us the number of pitches. So that's
those are nice scoreboards.
Yeah.
When they have those up there.
That is nice. The 2-2 pitch. And this one smash, base hit. And Lucas Logslet's aboard. Second. Now, the left-handed Sam Brasino for the Cards, the sophomore, setting to the right-hander. The pitch. Called strike 3, and there's the solid strikeout for Brasino. Couple of strikeouts early, a couple of highlights from early in the game, and now we move it along for more action for the Cards. Thicker at the moment, not quite as much sunshine, and this one slugged to right field. It's going to get in there for a base hit for Smith, and then it goes by the right fielder. It goes by Ani. He's going to dig for second, and he is going to hold at second with a single and an error for the Cardinals leadoff hitter Brady Smith. For Jared, the pitch, and foul tip, and count goes to 0-2. Lucas Logslet on deck. You'd love to get Lucas a chance. He's been swinging the hot bat for the Cards and had that hit to right earlier. The scoreboard says no ball and 3 strikes. We know that's not true. 2 strike. There's the off-speed pitch in the dirt. 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Okay. All right, there you go. I messed it up for you. All right. In the dirt, 2-2. Getting access to some stats here with my friend Chad Frederick. 2-2 now to Erickson. Did you see the single and the error for Smith there at second?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. That was a nice hit by Brady, and then
2-2 pitch, and this one
Get through.
Smash up the middle, base hit for the Cardinals. Here comes the runner around third base, heading for home. The throw coming in, and the Cardinals lead it 1-0. There was no rain in the forecast today, so
we've had enough of that.
We'll trust that. Scribner now, as the count is at 00. Lease in scoring position, 180 feet away. This is a ball in the dirt, but Atkinson throw to third. It's going to be in time for the out. Got him! Yes, way to go, Landon Atkinson fires away to third baseman Brink Garrett, and the Cards get out of the jam. Shy High doing it again with the defense. Another time now, and again, he's done well again. These full counts. Brasina, the 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 struck him out. He does it again on the full count. He's like a magician. Sam Brasina, the sophomore left-hander, a whale of a performance for the Cards. The 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, shutout. New Richmond through 5 innings.
Many reasons to open a smart checking account.
Strikes, so Brasina comfortably out in front. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, and the pitch. Strike 3 got him, and the Cards get out of the jam. So pretty impressive by Eckert, 8 strikeouts. Off-speed pitch called for a strike to Garrett's. But again, I guess Thompson gives you some juice in that bottom part of the lineup a little bit. So.
It does, and
So there you go, pretty much our highlights for the Cards here in this one, as they come up on the short end, 8-1. The 2-out rally that they had, where they got the single, and then Smith able to advance in the error in the outfield. Brady, the leadoff hitter, will be the pitcher for the Cards in Game 2, and then Jared Erickson as well. Tell you what, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll look at some of the matchups for softball in the postseason right around the corner, starting just after Memorial Day on Tuesday, including our own doubleheader of action, both Chi High and McDonald coverage that we'll have in our WOGO Sports YouTube channel, and also the Chi High game here on the radio as well. and the McDonald game on YouTube and on Facebook. We'll take a break. It's Cardinal Baseball on WOGO Sports.
Propane is energy efficient and affordable, and Quality Propane and Fuels has been the trusted propane supplier to northern Wisconsin since 1996. Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Trust the team at Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers and always looking to improve safety and efficiency, helping you cut energy costs. Payment programs available for any situation, residential, commercial, or industrial. Choose Quality Propane and Fuels. Call, stop by, or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
At Chippewa Valley Financial Services, they know that taxes and bookkeeping are a necessary part of life and business, but often the last thing you'd like to be working on. With offices in Chippewa Falls and Eau Claire and a full staff of accountants, bookkeepers, and tax preparers, Chippewa Valley Financial Services stands ready to help businesses and individuals, taking away the burden and freeing up your time for what matters most. For taxes, accounting, and bookkeeping, there's only one name you need to know: Chippewa Valley Financial Services.
Want to reach more local customers? Advertise on WOGO Sports.
Cardinals trailing 5-4. The pitch from Elstad. And this one, base hit to center. The Cardinals running to third, around third, and digging for home. Here comes the play at the plate, sliding center.
Wow.
Cardinals win! Cardinals win! Allie delivers the huge hit.
Advertise in WOGO's broadcasts of local high school sports. Call us anytime or click on advertising at WOGO.com.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Toyson Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Toyson Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford.
Only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated turned people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated, online at stelterincorporated.com.
Discover a fun and healthy lifestyle for your entire family at the YMCA of the Chippewa Valley. Benefit from a wide range of fitness opportunities, programs, and events without contracts or joiner fees. Take the first step towards a healthier you. Visit ymca-cv.org today or stop in for a tour at any of our 5 convenient locations. The YMCA of the Chippewa Valley and Chippewa Falls Menominee. See you at the Y.
There are many reasons to open a smart checking account at Royal Credit Union, including no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and a $250 bonus. Getting your $250 is easy. Open your account by May 31st, receive 2 payroll direct deposits of $200 or more, and you'll get a $250 bonus. See details and open your account today at rcu.org/checking bonus. No minimum balance required to obtain bonus. Offer ends 5/31/25. Insured by NCUA.
Is your shopping a bit boring?
Paper or plastic?
Then come to Bargain City's Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Bargain City's ever-changing inventory means what you'll find, or how big your savings could be. Name brand apparel, home goods, furniture, even new scratch and dent appliances with warranty. Bargain City Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Your shopping adventure awaits.
All right, Mark Halverson back here, WOGO. We're between games on this Thursday. It is May 22nd. Cardinals lost 8-1, game 2 of the doubleheader. Brady Smith going for them, and I do believe the pitcher is going to be Nick Stelrecht, the junior for New Richmond, I believe a righty. But just checking out what we've got coming up for you on the WOGO Sports calendar. And then, of course, the seeding for Girls Division I was yesterday. So Chi High and McDonald both playing at Casper on Tuesday. We'll have 4:35 pre-games for both. Chi High against Eau Claire Memorial. Cards draw a 5 seed. So it's a 5 o'clock game, 4:35 pre-game here on FM 103.1, WOGO.com, AM 680, and, of course, the live video stream on the WOGO Sports YouTube channel, where also the McDonald girls will be on the WOGO Sports YouTube channel and on Facebook. Our Chi game not planned to be the Facebook video, just the WOGO Sports YouTube channel, but we get the radio. So again, McDonald and Loyal Greenwood is the contest coming up. And let me just hold on one second.
Whatever you can do about lineups would be great.
All right, so again, for McDonald, they are the 4 seed, so Chi gets a 5 seed in Division 1. McDonald gets a 4 seed in Division 4. Also, that home game against Loyal Greenwood. So let's stick with it. If the Cards would win on Tuesday, they would play again on Thursday, and they would meet the winner of River Falls and Wisconsin Rapids-Lincoln. Wisconsin Rapids-Lincoln getting a slightly better seed than the Cards. I don't have their record in front of me, but they get a 4 seed. Chi High gets a 5 seed. And so if the Cardinals win on Tuesday at home and Wisconsin Rapids wins, then Chi High would have to travel to Rapids. Now, Chi High wins and River Falls scores the upset, then the Cards could get to host a home game again, the higher seed. And so DC Everest is the 1 seed in the sectional. They get a bye, and they meet the winner on Thursday of 9 seed Hudson at 8 seeded Marshfield. So Marshfield favored the home team as well. So looking to see how that plays out. And